when you have a show like, say, Dragon Ball or My Hero, and you could take those characters and you love them so much, I would literally watch any of those characters go grocery shopping. Like, that's the main activity because you know it's going to be fun.
So, what do you think is the reason that this series stands out more than other anime out there? And as we all know, there's hundreds of anime now out here, yet this one just seems to stand out of the crowd. What do you say to that?
But I think what this show does is it brings in these really rich characters that, complex characters that are flawed, that people can relate to and be inspired by. And then you put them in this world of school and this idea of becoming a pro hero but we just didn't really know. When you hear that, you kind of go, okay, well, yeah, this would be cool to be in. But yeah, I didn't until season 2 when the sports festival hit. It was like, wow, this show caught fire.
Right off the bat, I think the show really benefited from the height of superhero, Marvel mania. We already had that sort of superhero decoder ring equipped to us. So when we were presented with this awesome, new, colorful, bright show, we were all into it. And then when you dive further in, you see it's well written, it's well animated, it's got characters that you love of all kinds, it's got someone for everyone to root for.
Monica, what about you? What would you tell somebody?
Well, obviously everything Justin said, but then I would add on to that the characters. I think that what I've always found really interesting about anime as a medium and a whole is the character-driven stories. When you have a show like, say, Dragon Ball or My Hero, and you could take those characters and you love them so much, I would literally watch any of those characters go grocery shopping. Like, that's the main activity because you know it's going to be fun. Yeah. I want to hang out with all of them. Well, maybe not all of them. Sorry, Banana.
Sorry, Banana.
Oh.
Lucy, I'll go to you. What would you say?
I think we all kind of want to be magical. And I think we like people to root for. And one of the best things about our show is, people are magical in such cool, unique, different ways. And there's a place for everybody. Like, everybody belongs. And I think that resonates with everybody because, we talk about it all the time. That's why people go to cons, right? Is everybody belongs and your brand of whatever you do is just fine. And that's kind of the message of My Hero is do what you do and put time into doing it well. That there's a place for you.
From the styling and sensibilities of it, that it is anime, but it takes a lot of cues from like Marvel and DC Comics, and there's so many like Western influences of superhero culture brought into it. There's really not another anime like that. From the moment that you see that their quirks have recoils, that Uraraka gets sick from using her quirk, or that Deku's bones shatter from using his quirk, or Todoroki can he starts to freeze himself, he starts to slow down and all these sorts of things, that there is a drawback to their powers. I can't even tell you how many superhero comics I own. Tons of them. I interned at Marvel Comics when I was in college, and not a single one of them have ever had a thing like this. At least not in a mainstream Marvel comic where there's a drawback to using the power. That is such a brilliant and innovative thing that's brought into this story. And then when you look at it from it's like a shonen anime, it's but all of the tropes are subverted because Deku immediately has all of the power, but he can't use it. All of shonen anime is always this character has to get stronger. They have to learn a new thing and become more powerful. But Deku's already got it all, and he can't use it all at this point. He's got to figure out how to use it and make it his own. The tournament arc doesn't go the way that most tournament arcs go in anime. We've all seen, Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho and all these anime, and they're wonderful and they're just great. And the story of Goku becoming the world martial arts champion in Dragon Ball for the first time, or Yusuke and them winning the Dark Tournament. Like, those stories are fantastic. But the fact that our sports festival ends not with Deku as the winner, but then not even the person who beat Deku is the winner, right, and the person who wins not being happy about the way that he won. Yeah. Like, that is incredible. There is no other story that's like it, and that is the thing that I always think about with My Hero Academia, probably more so than any other show, is that it has set a new precedent that I think we're seeing in other anime now. That, like, it's good to follow the tropes, but it's better to subvert the trope. And My Hero does it so well at every twist and turn.
Okay, when I said drive it home, he drove it home. Ran right through the wall.
Graham